I thought so. That's why we're dressed in white. Jason, I did this for you. I just want to give you some interesting facts. After successfully producing over 70 sensation events for millions of visitors in over 20 countries, ID&T has teamed up with Live Nation, presenting the inaugural Sensation US. Give it up! Now, for those that don't know this, Live Nation is the world's leading live entertainment and e-commerce company, producing over 22,000 shows annually for more than 2,300 artists globally. I got the numbers right? Okay, I'm not in trouble. Here in New York, the Live Nation team promotes over 600 events annually, and Jason Miller, president of New York, is one of the leading promoters of electronic dance music locally, as well as nationally for Live Nation. Before I introduce him, I just want to let you know, a couple of years ago, Jason and I spoke, and he said, I've got some big plans. You'll be hearing about them. I think this is the beginning. So without any further delay, give it up for Jason Miller!
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming. It's good to see everybody here, and a lot of familiar faces and people in the industry. And it's an exciting time here tonight. I just want to share with you a little bit my story. I'm a promoter. I'm usually more comfortable backstage, not really on a microphone in front of people. But this event is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And it's been a long journey, a 3-year journey to get to this place where we are tonight, the next chapter of Sensation, which is, you'll hear, and if you know about it, it's the world's leading dance event. And it's something that basically changed my life and probably made me, a better person today. And I met Duncan and my friends at ID&T a little over 3 years ago in Amsterdam, and we had some conversations about whether or not we could do this is a little better. Can you hear me better now? Whether or not we could bring this event to the United States. They said, you really got to see it, you got to experience it and feel it and touch it to really know, what it is. You should come check it out. So it was Halloween in 2009, and I flew out to Copenhagen, to Parken Stadium, and the interesting thing about this event in Europe is, the downtown core, like Manhattan, but different. These cities are really small. So the first thing that strikes you is when you get to the afternoon of the event, you start seeing people around the city, and they're all dressed in white, and you're like, oh, that guy's going, these people over here coming, and it's kind of like we're all in it together. It's a movement. And then you get to the event, and you get to the arena, and you walk in, and it's overwhelming. Because when you see the stage, and when you see the production for the first time, there's really no other way to describe that. And holy crap, this is the biggest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And at that moment, I knew that I had to get this thing to the United States. And we became friends, and it took a long time to forge this relationship. It's very much of a family, it's very much of a partnership, and it's very much more than the event itself. And we talked about a lot of places. We talked about LA, we talked about Miami, we talked about Vegas, we talked about a million different cities, a million different things, and and out of the sky it was like, New York. It's gotta be New York. We're the center of the universe. We're the media center. And how could we be anywhere but New York? And then it was Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Is there anything more forward-thinking than Brooklyn? We have the newest, greatest arena in the United States, the most forward-thinking multi-use facility in Brooklyn. We gotta be and it's part of the grand opening? How could you not do it? Yeah, Brooklyn in the house, right? So that was, the conversation, and we talked about it, and we went to the venue, and we said, we want to be a part of your grand opening. We want to be a part of something special. We want to bring the world to Brooklyn, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to bring everybody to Brooklyn. We're going to, dress them in white. We're going to dance. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to leave, better people than when, we show up. And that's what's going to be incredible. The show, the production, the music, everything all together, it's second to none, and it's the most important thing in my 21, 22 years of being a promoter that I've ever had the pleasure of touching, and that's why I'm here today to tell you this and tell you in person that we're going to change the game together as New York, as Live Nation and ID&T, and experience this great event and this great music on the most grand stage and at the biggest level. And we have great partners. We have a great partner in the Barclays Center. We have a great partner in Bud Light Platinum. We have a great partner in Provocateur, who's hosting us tonight, who will be our partner over the 2 nights. 2 nights. So you can't just do it once. We have to do it twice.
House is more.
It is. Well, so, with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming. We're going to show you some great reels about the event, about what it is and what the experience is. But if you haven't seen it, it will change your life. You will leave better than when you walked in, and with new friends and a greater experience and part of something special, something bigger. Because I think that we all believe, collectively, that if we come together on the dance floor, we can do anything and change the world. So thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Live Nation New York President Jason Miller. ID&T was born 2 decades ago, starting with an event of 10,000 visitors. Today, ID&T welcomes 1 million visitors to their events in 20 countries, now bringing their most successful event, Sensation, to the U.S. Please welcome the founder of ID&T, Duncan Stutterheim.
Well, it does feel strange and really shy. Why? Because I think I've done this 60 times and now I'm really nervous. Because I'm in New York. I live in New York now and I feel this city as a world city and it's amazing. And for me, goosebumps are always good. To feel the vibe of this city and to be part of it. And from now, this day, I am part of it. Throwing this party. Yeah. How Jason talked about it, it's, I should really shut up. So, I mean, this guy really is responsible for me being here, living with my family here. Because he really poached us for 3 years. You have to come, you have to come, you have to come. And I always thought, no, not yet, the moment has to be right. And I think now electronic music in the US, it's really taking off. It has taken off a few years ago, but now it's getting at a level, now we're ready for it. And I'm really happy and proud to be part of that electronic music scene. And with Live Nation together, I think we're gonna show, we wanna change the game. We wanna really put that level up. And people deserve it. People deserve a good party and a good production. Show you one clip. The first clip.
House is more than just music.
It's a feeling.
As the drums of ancient tribes
resound through its very fabric.
Its compelling melodies move our mind,
Body.
and soul.
Together, we begin to feel part.
feel part of a greater universe.
An entire generation has been inspired by the values of house culture.
A positive movement driven by the desire to share
Love, laughter,
and excitement.
We experience understanding, acceptance, and fulfillment.
At the highest level.
a new reality is born.
On the dance floor.
No wonder the following of house is growing worldwide.
We celebrate life.
We celebrate life.
We celebrate life
With house.
We celebrate life. I can talk to you quick about We Celebrate Life was a very special moment for us. 11 years ago we started with Sensation, without a dress code, without just creating this new idea in a football stadium, which is quite hard to really create a party. And we did. And we spent a lot of time and effort on the whole show and the decoration, and people afterwards went, wow, that stadium was like a club. That year my brother died with a car crash, and we wanted to celebrate his life. So that's where the whole feeling of us, was born. And his funeral was in white. So that year we asked people to come in white. The next year, Sensation, and nearly 40% came in white. And the third year, 90%. So for us, the whole white and unite and really celebrate it. We never thought that's crazy. I'm here in New York now, and I've been doing this for 20 countries in all these years. But we really feel it's the house music, it's real. It's going to change, I hope, in a positive way, also the USA. Positive movement, with a positive attitude, with a positive music, and be happy and celebrate with your friends and have fun. That's why we do it. Sensation as the event. I'll show you first a small clip that what we do. I still believe in my own party, and I really enjoy still every clip, so that's a good sign. And I really think we're gonna kick ass here. I want to thank the partners we had. That again about Jason, the Provocateur guys. I mean, I'm really happy we're working with those guys. Those were the first ones to bring the good music to New York City 3 years ago, and Sensation is exactly on the same level of thoughts about the music and really playing good stuff. And we're not going to talk about the DJs tonight, because we want to talk about Sensation, the evening, the experience, and the lineup we will announce in 2 months or a month. Because we really want, I know a lot of people, I had a lot of discussions about that, but we really want that people trust us. We've been doing it for a long time, and we don't want to have that the discussion is only about the DJ. It is about a good evening and making fun. Thanks. Sometimes people ask me in one sentence what it is. It's very hard, and I can only say it's like a big concert. It's like a spectacle or a performance or what is it? A dance event. But the most important, it's going to be a party. That's the number one of all. Production-wise, we're at the same now. You can't imagine how many efforts we're putting that. We have 25 people working the whole year on a show, and that travels then throughout all these countries. So it's a lot of effort, and I think with the new venue, we're going to be very happy. And as last to thank also, I'm really happy and proud at the Budweiser people to be joining now for the first time that Budweiser Light is entering this market. And it means for us a lot that a big brand like Budweiser Light, which is one of the biggest brands in the US, trusts us to introduce this to the USA. So thank you, because without those kind of people, we can't just produce that stuff. It's too expensive. So thanks. The last part, I think if you have a big event and you have a lot of people, we have more than 100 million views on the internet. We have a lot of great power of speech to young people. Also young, how do you call them? To all kinds of people. But a lot of people. And since 10 years ago we started in Holland with them, Dance for Life, which is a charity. We work together with them. It's about sexual health rights and also about the HIV problems in Africa. 10 years ago we started in Holland. Now we raise about 500-600